Creating content doesn't have to be difficult, guys. This build takes a single keyword and your target audience and generates 20 to 30 related keywords of what your target audience would probably be searching for on Google, then finds actual related articles to those keyword searches, and then from the summary of those articles creates a Facebook post, a LinkedIn post, an Instagram post, and a Twitter post, and adds it to your spreadsheet for your social media output instantaneously. My name is Lloyd. I'm the owner of Growth Creator AI, and this channel is for business owners wanting to learn how to use AI in their business to burn the midnight oil so that they don't have to. Let's get into it, guys. All right. So this build starts with a simple on-form submission. The on-form submission does just a couple of things. It's going to take the keywords, it's going to take the audience, and then it's going to feed it into an extractor. All right, so this is our information extractor. We're just going to drag and drop our keywords, our audience in there. We're just going to say, hey, look for the keyword, look for the audience. It's just simply the system prompt that I have for that. This is just basically adding with attributes. I love the information extractor. It's such a great tool. And then it just outputs it into its necessary keywords. I do it with OpenAI. And then we're going to leverage Perplexity. Perplexity is a phenomenal tool. This is the script that I have. I'm using Model Sonar Pro. The role, which is system. You're an intelligent and helpful AI research assistant that specializes in keyword research. And then the user, you're responsible for finding at least 20 to 30 keywords for the target keywords the target audience are most likely to search for when figuring out blank. So in our case, it was you're responsible for finding at least 20 to 30 keywords. Dental practices and dentists with at least 5 employees are most likely to search when figuring out tax strategies. So very straightforward. And then it runs through its process of getting all those keywords for us. And then we have to take those keywords. And so for those who are not, I would say adept at coding, Claude is honestly one of the greatest tools in our best friends. This is my prompt that I use to develop this. So I just said, hey, I have this JSON node and it outputs a list of keywords. I think I need the code to break it up into individual keywords so that I can add it later to my spreadsheet in my n8n build. It then went about working through the process. It gave me some code here, but that code didn't really work. So then I just went through the process again. I was like, this is close, but we now have this output here. Can you run through it one more time? And then it's like, okay, it's addressing this, but it wasn't really working. And then I was like, this code worked because it basically redesigned brand new code. And I gave it back the code. I'm like, this worked, but it's adding the extra text. And then finally, it was able to show the example output that I wanted. And then when we test this, we essentially get all of our keywords extracted from these commas into individual cells in a table format that then just get added and appended to our spreadsheet. So we just grab those keywords. We're just going to append the rows to our spreadsheet. And I mean, you've already seen the spreadsheet so far. It's pretty straightforward of a spreadsheet. It's just the date created, the related keywords, Perplexity for the article research to go in there, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So it'll just create each of those, and let's keep going through. So now that it's added everything to the spreadsheet, we need to walk through a loop. Originally I didn't have this as a loop. I just wanted to take the first singular keyword and see if it actually did the article research. So we're going to show the article research right now. This once again just uses Perplexity. And so it's using Sonar Pro, and it's saying you're an intelligent and helpful AI research assistant that specializes in finding the best articles for the keyword you are provided. As the user, you are responsible for finding the article for the actual target audience and the keyword related. The keyword related, and if you notice here, this is information extractor, so I had to go back to the information extractor to grab the target audience and drag it into there. And this displays it as you're responsible for finding an article for dental practice and dental assistants with at least 5 employees searching for 401k dental practice deductions. So people who are looking for a tax deduction related to their 401k. So very, very, very specific. So let's get into our prompt and kind of understand things from the ground up. We start with an overview. You're an AI agent acting as a seasoned social media content creator for a business aiming to build authority through thoughtful, professional, and engaging content across multiple platforms. So I always have, and you'll see this in every video, an overview, context, instructions, tools, examples, how I want my output to look, and the SOPs and the final notes that are necessary. Now, it might be that things are getting so advanced with AI that you don't have to do all this stuff, but these are things that I've just been doing since the beginning and we just continue to do. So the context is the content is derived from a raw article summaries. The goal is to establish brand as a credible, insightful voice in the industry. Posts should be free of cliches and AI-generated tropes like target audience, have you ever, which is something that I had instructed it. The tone must reflect a friendly, professional, and data-driven and witty personality. Think Alex Hermosi communication style. I love the way that he just kind of talks about content. Exclude any specific company names mentioned in the article summary instead of focusing solely on the core ideas. Focusing solely on the core ideas and insights. This was a new one that I had added because when it was creating this content, it was like, this company and this company is doing this. And it was summarizing the article, but it wasn't really pulling anything that was intentional. So I had to make sure, to kind of fill this in. And that's really, at the end of the day, like prompt engineering is a back and forth game of chess where you are giving it, instructions, seeing how those instructions play themselves out, giving it the instructions again, seeing how they play themselves out, and adjusting accordingly. So our instructions are just to read and understand the provided summary, identify the key insights, create 4 platform-specific social media posts, ensure all the content is human-like, avoid clickbait, generic marketing phrases, etc. These are the tools. These are the outputs. And so we just continue just to develop all of these outputs, avoid things like too many emojis, like LinkedIn, I wanted no emojis. Facebook and Instagram, I was okay with some emojis, but no more than 2. Have some relevant hashtags. And they must sound like they're written by a savvy business strategist, not a generic AI. They avoid templates and overused intros or filler questions, and they focus on communicating value and insights quickly and clearly to build trust in the business owner. So that then just takes the keyword, produces it, and then it just appends it to the sheet. Actually, it updates it to the sheet. It doesn't really append it to the sheet. So we have append or update. We use our related keyword as the actual trigger to match it. So we take the keyword that it's building, and then we just prompt everything out there. And so this, guys, if you're ever saying, I can't come up with content ideas, I don't know what to create content for, this is your excuse breaker for content. With just a few keywords, you can go and create really meaningful, impactful content that is derived from articles of things that are happening in the real world related to the keywords that you want and the audience that you're trying to serve. Guys, if you want access to this build and other builds like it, in the links below, I have a school group. It's a completely free community where I share all the templates and the workflows that we produce through these YouTube videos. It'll have step-by-step documentation and everything that you need to make sure that you get your workflow up and running. And if you like this video, guys, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to also subscribe for more content just like this. Once again, my name is Lloyd with Growth Creator AI. This channel is dedicated to building AI agents to help burn the midnight oil so you don't have to. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Bye.